Hello everyone, photographer Andredesignz here with a new retouch video. So I haven't got the chance to upload a video on Friday of last week because I was super busy, but I have about 2 behind the scenes video for you guys and more retouch video coming soon. For this shoot, this photo that you're seeing right here, I think I'll be doing about 4 or 3 retouch videos for some of these photos because I got some nice photos that I need to retouch. The sad thing about this though, I will not leave a link to the raw images for these photos because I do not want these photos to be out there like that. So yeah, so let's get right ahead with the editing. Before we start editing though, let's see the settings of this. Let's see what settings I used. Alright, so I was using the 24-70 Tamron lens. I was shooting at 2.8. I was using the Nikon D750, as you can see here. The ISO was 100. No, the ISO was 64, and the shutter was 100. Alright, so let me start editing this image now. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, let me zoom up into the image a little bit more because we'll be working on the model's face right now. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over to my action panel. You can download these actions by using the link in the description to download the actions, and you can actually drag the link, you could drag the action over to the panel right here and it will appear in the action panel. And if you want it to be like a button, you change it to the button mode like that. Alright, for the brush, when you're using the mixer brush is normally under brush. So if you hold down on brush, you can locate the mixer brush on the brushes, but I did a shortcut where I just press M on the keyboard and it goes to the mixer brush. Ensure that the mixer brush is cleared, so this should be white when you're using the mixer brush. And also for your brush, ensure that you're using a soft brush, a soft rounded brush. Once the brush is soft, it will work perfectly for you. For the wetness, it's going to be at 2%, as you see right here. And then we're just going to go over here and start to paint on the model's skin. Alright, just like that. So when you're painting, I will always be saying this in my videos, and it's very important that you follow that technique. When you're painting, you have to ensure that, oh, you see what I did there? I started to paint on the image itself and I did not apply the frequency separation action. So let me just go back here, go back to the original image, then go over to frequency separation 16-bit because this is a 16-bit image because I shot this image in RAW. Then OK. It's loading, not sure what's taking so long to load. Alright, so down here where it says low frequency, that's where you're going to mix. So when you're mixing, you're going to mix in the lighted area first or dark area first, wherever you want to mix first. But you're not going to mix from the light area to the dark area. Alright, you're just going to mix in one area at a time. Alright, so I'm doing the mixing now. And mixing, using the mixer brush, what it does, it allows you to flatten the pimples on the model's skin. So it's easier for you to remove the pimples from the skin, basically. So it flattens the area and it's easier for you to adjust it. Alright, so let's look at the before and after for that one. So before, after. Good. We're going to come right here, flatten that one as well. So guys, most of you might be doing dodging and, well, not dodging, most of you might be doing the mixing and you're not seeing anything happening. Honestly, I really don't know why that happens. Maybe what you need to do is to bring your wetness up a little bit more. I'm not sure, but I shoot my images natural light, and when I'm in studio, you know, I use a light, and it works just the same for the dodge and burning. I mean, I'll keep on saying dodge and burning. For the mixing, you just follow the same guideline by dodging, by mixing, in the light area and the dark area, and it should work. I mean, before and after. Maybe the problem is the brush that you're using. Maybe that's the problem, or it has to be the brush. Or sometimes you have to pay attention to right here and ensure that it's on normal, because that may be the issue as well. But ensure that you're using a soft rounded brush and you should not have any issue. Alright. So it's pretty easy. So this area right here is lighted. It's a light area, highlighted area. You just mix it. This area is dark. You just mix it. It's pretty easy. And you just have to take your time, because if you rush when you're editing it, you will not get a good result when you're finished. You know, you have to ensure that you take your time and mix, no rushing, and you should be good to go. So everywhere that has a blemish or a pimple, just mix it out and you should be good to go. Let's look at the before and after for the neck. Before and after. See? And all I'm doing is mixing. And I still have texture in the model's skin. Alright, let me zoom out a little bit. Don't think I need to do anything with the model's hand, because it's blurred out. Alright, good. So the next step now is to go to the high frequency layer, and then I'm just going to zoom up a little bit more, and then press S for the clone stamp tool. The clone stamp tool is normally under the healing brush. If you see healing brush here, it's normally under it, so you just hold down on it, or if you press J on the keyboard. Alright, so let me just sample this area right here. I'm holding down on Alt on the keyboard, and then I'm sample an area where I would like to sample from, and that's basically it. So this is me cleaning up the skin right now. Should just sample an area and you're good. Alright. That's it for so far. So here seems that we have some of the lipstick right there. Right here as well. So you can use the clone stamp tool. You can also use the patch tool to remove blemishes and pimples. So you don't necessarily have to use the clone stamp tool. The clone stamp tool works perfect for me, so that's the reason why I use it. I get rid of this line right here, or just get it a little bit faded. It should be good. That looks good. Alright, let's go down to the model's neck. Get rid of that as well. Alright. Get rid of the lines from the model's neck. Alright, that looks good. Alright, so let's see if there's anything else up this side. I'm holding down on Shift on the keyboard right now, and I'm just moving. So I'm just checking the face to ensure that we have everything cleaned up. And you want it to look as natural as possible. Don't see anything else. I'm just gonna zoom out so I can see what's happening. Alright, this looks good. Alright, so the next step now is to clean the model's eye. So I'm gonna just close that. I'm gonna come right here where it says clean teeth and eyes, and then I'm going to press B for the brush. Maybe around 22% is good. Just zoom it up a little bit more. And I'm just gonna paint. That looks good. I'm gonna paint this one as well. Alright, let's look at the before and after for this one. Before and after. Don't need to do anything else. If the eyes looks too white, what you could do is just lower the opacity. Just come over here. That looks good. That looks more natural, basically. That looks good. Alright. So the next step, let me see. I could still clean up right here, but nah, just gonna leave it. As I said, I want it to look natural as possible. So the next step now is to do dodge and burning, my favorite thing. So let's come over here. Alright, so I'm on the dodge layer. I'm going to put this at 1% for the flow. And then I'm going to get my brush a little bit bigger by using the bracket. The right bracket on the keyboard, left bracket to get it smaller. And I'm just going to paint right here. And then let's look at it before and after. So you just want a subtle change. You don't want to have, you know, too much burn, which will be the contouring. You don't want to add too much because it will look fake. And that's what we're trying to avoid. So the areas that has shadows, you know, those are the areas that you want to burn. And the areas that has a lot of light, which would be the highlighting in the makeup world, is where you'd like to dodge. And you don't want to add a lot, you know. Right here you can see a light right here, and I was shooting natural light. As you know, it's always natural light for me. So anywhere that has light, you dodge it, and anywhere that has shadows, you burn it. Alright, I think I did too much right here. I'm just gonna go back a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back to dodging again. I'm just gonna do it two times, and then, well, I'm gonna do here as well. That's it, because you don't want it to be too much. Alright, that looks good. I'm just gonna do some dodging on the chin right here. Some areas might look a bit dark. Sometimes you can just light it up by doing dodge. Alright, that looks good. I think I did too much under the chin here. Let me just... Actually, no. Just gonna get the burn tool and just get it a little bit darker. Alright, that should be good. Alright, so let's look at the before and after for everything. So I'm just gonna come down here to the background layer. Hold down on Alt on the keyboard, and then before and after. Before and after. Alright, so that's how easy it is to do a retouch on an image. It's pretty easy, as you can see. I mean, I did not do anything special. I mean, it's just that you have to have good lighting, know your camera settings, and then you should be good to go, you know. The next step now is to I'm gonna add some contrast to the image. So I'm gonna go down to the adjustment layer and then go to brightness and contrast. Just gonna add 10% contrast on the image. Let me zoom it up a little bit and show you what it does. Alright, good. So that's it. I still think I can fix right here. Oh, I see some of the lipstick is right there as well. Alright, so I'm gonna go back down to the frequency separation layer. I'm gonna work on the high frequency layer, and then I'm gonna get the patch tool and see if I can get rid of some of these. This is the makeup, the lipstick. Right here as well, and right here. Alright, that looks good. Could still work right here and right here. So not all the time you're gonna see the pimples. You're not gonna always see them. But it's good to zoom in on your images at times, and then, you know, you'll catch them. All right, so that's it for that portion. I think I'm going to create a new layer by going to, or I'm going to press Control Alt Shift E, and that should create a new layer. Then I'm going to Control J, and then I'm going to Control Shift A to go to Camera Raw, because now I'm going to do some coloring on the image. Let me see. Let me press Auto and see what that does. Auto looks really good. Alright, so I'm going to go with Auto. And then I'm going to play with the contrast a little bit. Bring down the contrast right like that. And then I'm going to come over here to the ASL adjustments. I'm working on the hue section. And then I'm going to play with the greens. Wow, that looks good. But I'm not going to use that. I'm going to come down here, because this is my signature look, basically. Just like that. I'm going to take out some of the green. The orange will adjust the model's skin color. See? So that's what the orange does. I think the red, the red will actually adjust the red. Don't think I need to adjust the lips. That should be good. 0. Alright, so that looks okay. I'm gonna go back to the basic and just add some more blocks to the image to about right there. And then the arm looks a bit yellow. Let's see if I can adjust that by going back to the ASL adjustment and go to saturation and decrease the yellow a little bit. I think that's good enough. Let's look at the before and after. So this is the before. Wait, what's happening? Alright, let me just do this. One more. No. Oh, what's a bit more? Let me see if I can get this a little bit bigger. Alright, so this is the before, and then this is the after. For some reason, I like the before more than the after. What do you think? Which one do you think is better? Well, I'm going to add some more blacks to the before. I mean, to the after, and see if it looks a little bit better. I'm going to go back over to the basics and see if I can, well, not the basic. I'm going to go back over to the HSL and go back to the hue, and let me adjust this a little bit and see if it affects the skin. It doesn't, but it still have this yellowish look to the skin. I don't want that yellowish look, so orange. I think that works. Alright, okay. Good. So now I have to remember the settings that I did to get this look, so all my other images will match this. I think I will remember. But yeah, that's it for the image so far. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do one more thing, adjustment layer. Then I'm going to go to color balance as usual. And then I'm going to come here to shadows, and I'm going to add 5% of blue to the image. Let's look at the before and after for that. Before and after. And let's look at the before and after for everything. Good. I really wish I could just leave the the raw image for you guys to edit along with me, but I don't want to, you know, use this image for practicing. For my older images, sure, I will definitely add those in the description for you to download and edit with me, but for this image, I don't think I want to do that for this one. Alright, so that is it for the video, guys. We could still do some adjustment to this, to the colors, and let it look a little bit different and more natural, but I'm not going to do anything else. This is the color scheme I want to go with for these images that I'm doing now. So if you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe today. And the behind the scene for this video is coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Ensure that you turn on a notification so you will be notified each time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching and have a good one.